Hey guys, I'm Roger Wakefield, lead AP, the expert plumber, coming to you on YouTube Live. How's everybody doing today? Now, this is going to be a fun deal because tonight we're going to start talking about what we're doing for a giveaway. And it's going to be cool because there's a lot of different things that people are going to have to do. And I say a lot, it's not a lot. But we want to make sure that the person who gets this is going to use it, that they understand it. There's neat things about it. So those of y'all that don't know, we are going to be giving away this kit. Now, what this kit is, this is about a $3,000 leak detection kit from Leaktronics. And I'll tell you what, if you hadn't seen Leaktronics, number one, you need to go check out the Leaktronics YouTube channel, and that'll be part of it. But there's things that you need to do. You need to figure out how to use the system. You need to figure out what the system is. But Leaktronics is where I first started using leak detection equipment. And that's when I got serious about it. Now, I had bought some local stuff, and I'm going to run through here in a minute and say hello to everybody. But I had bought some cool, what I thought was really great leak detection equipment. And don't get me wrong, it's good. I still use it sometimes. But man, leak detection is a science. And when you get down to it, to me, Leaktronics is probably one of the best pieces of equipment I've ever used. I've gone out and I've gone to Calabasas, California. I've talked to Darren about it. We've studied the system. The neat thing about Leaktronics is he teaches you to look at swimming pools too, because that's what he designed the systems for. And when I first met with Darren, God, and it's probably been 3 or 4 years now. It's been over that. It's been over 4 years. But when I went out there and met him and found out about the product and studied how to use it, man, him and I built this friendship, but his product is amazing. So that's kind of what all we're going to talk about. But I want to jump in here real quick and say hello and let me say, man, I've already got 2 pages worth. Man, I'm bad, guys. I am sorry about this. Getting behind already. Maybe not. Here we go. So we got Ringo Hayes in here. Good to see you in here. Man, you're always here. I love that. Angel Fire Forever, Jack's Plumbing Videos, Roger Wakefield. Man, Roger Wakefield is in here. Now that is a cool thing. John Portillo, he's here. I love it. Gage Man, how are you? Danny King, good to have you in here. Ready to win. I love it. Danny King again. Tallahagnee, how are you? Gage Man, who lives in Rowlett, Texas? Man, I live in Saxe, not very far away. Danny Kane, Lonnie Little, how are we doing today? And roll back over here and see where I jumped up to. Plumber Works, good to have you in here. Danny Kane, William Rosebrock's in here. And Will's my moderator. Y'all know that. Will is going to come in later, and Will's actually going to put a Gleam.io link in here to help tell people what all we're going to do to give this thing away. But man, I tell you what, I've never given away anything on YouTube. So this is kind of cool to me. And that's not true. We've given away some Yetis. We've done some different things before. But man, I've never given away a $3,000 tool and just said, hey guys, look, I'm giving it away. Here it is. But that's what we're doing. Amy Swanson's in here from Pennsylvania. Good to have you in here. Tyler Foster, good to see you. 8 minutes away. Oh, Julie's. Wait, there we go. Tyler says, live in VA, 8 minutes away. Hello, Roger. This is going to be a great giveaway. Yes, it is, man. This is a great product, and I'm going to tell you something new about it, too. And this is something I just found out this last week. Denny Keene, if I win it, I'll have to use it. Don't want it. Oh, come on, man. Plumber's Life, good afternoon, good evening up here in Michigan. Now, what part of Michigan? When I was an instructor in the union, I used to have to go up to the instructor training program, which is it's at Washtenaw Community College in Ypsilanti. But we'd always go over to Ann Arbor, and I got to tell you, I love it. It is so cool. I got to go up to the big house. I was at the big house or in downtown Ann Arbor the night they turned on the lights at the big house the first time. Pretty cool deal. So good to have you in here. Appreciate that. Banana Attack, hello from Washington. Good to have you in here. Tyler Foster from Virginia Beach. Juan Escobedo from Dallas, Texas. Good to have you in here. Paul Peck. How is Mr. Peck? I want y'all to know, if y'all have not subscribed to Paul Peck Drywall Tube, you need to go over there. His channel is fixing to hit 100,000 subs, and his videos are phenomenal. I love what he does. So, man, if y'all have not, go over and show Paul Peck a little love. Subscribe to the channel. Watch some videos. Man, he is good at what he does. Etienne Tremblay, how are you? Good to see you in here again. Tyler Foster, you have a friend that lives in Dallas, and his name is Preston. Cool, Tyler. And I know a couple of Prestons, so kind of neat. Phil Aporia. I'm hearing that we might have a blurry lens over here, so I'm going to play with that camera real quick. We'll go back to it and see what it does. That's me not doing the things I'm supposed to do before I get started, so my bad. Paul says, hello, Julie, Wakefield, and William. Absolutely. Gage Man, do you know who Jeremy Waddle is? He owns, I don't, can't say that I do. Sorry about that, Mr. Gage Man. Will says, woo, I'll tell you what, this is going to be fun. It's not often that, man, I get to give away stuff, but when I get to give away $3,000, that's a pretty cool deal. Cherry Gandhi says, love your videos on how to pass the plumbing exam, taking the same approach to pass your mechanical exams, M2 and M3. Fantastic. Southern Mama Drama says, just jumping right in, what's your company's policy on side work? Man, it's not a good policy. And I'll tell you why. Here in Texas, you've got to be licensed, you've got to be registered, you've got to be insured. There's a lot of things in order to go out and actually do side work. And in Texas, they're pretty strict about it. And I don't want a plumber that's got bad marks against him, that has derogatory comments on his license, because they attach that stuff to it. So, man, I don't believe in it. Now, I'm not going to say I never did it, but if I did, it was for family and stuff like that. So it's not, side work's not a good thing to have. And it's funny because I was talking about this just the other day with somebody, and one of their thoughts is, look, when people ask me if I do side work, I just tell them no. Look, I don't have the insurance. I don't have everything in place. That's why I work for this company. They do things right. And that helps add value to the company that you work for. So that's my thought about it. Tyler Foster says, love your videos. Been subbed to your channel for a while now. Tyler, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And, everybody who is a subscriber of mine, I appreciate it. And we're growing we're growing at a rapid rate. We're right now, I think we're hitting about 4,000 subs a month. Our numbers are doing really, really well. But man, we keep trying to do things better. We actually just ordered some new cameras, some new lenses. We are trying to really do some cool things, and that's what it takes to do it. So, man, when y'all tell me, look, I've subscribed, or, hey, I really like the videos and I like what you're doing, man, I appreciate that. It really is a big deal. So we are trying to get better. So thank you very much. And man, I don't know how many pecks. I don't know how many comments just came in, but I know that I lost some. Let me jump right back up here. Man, I don't know. I'm close. Here we are. Barney Films 85. Good to have you back in here, man. How are you? Exiting leak detection kit. Exciting leak detection kit. Amen. Will it be useful for an area with all basements and water meters inside the house? Man, I saw your email and I have not got to reply. Here's the thing. Here's what's cool about it. The leak detection kit that we're giving away, the plumbing leak detection kit, it has a soft side microphone and literally, and it's a microphone about this big. It's got like a rubber coating on it, so you can put it on sheetrock walls and listen to it. And man, I tell people, look, with this thing, I can hear a mouse fart, and it's pretty close. So anyway, man, I love it. And we'll get to that here in just a minute. Let me get through some of these comments real quick. So yes, here's the deal. It's a good way to ask it. Barney Films 85 is, you can listen to water lines, and I know y'all are probably 7 feet deep, and your meters are in the house, but you can come into the meter, you can listen there, you can listen at the water heater, you can listen at a lot of different places. It's great for underground, but you know what? It's great for inside the house too. The cool thing about this has got a deck plate. So say that there's a leak under a floor on a slab, which I don't know if y'all have any slabs up there at all, but man, that is one of my favorite things about this tool. And if I can get through some of these comments, I'll jump back in and tell you exactly why this is one of my favorite pieces of leak detection equipment and what Darren is doing to do something really cool for us. So we'll post that here in a little bit. Jack's Plumbing Videos is back. Plumber Works in Mickleton, New Jersey. You know what? I've been to New Jersey one time. I went up to Piscataway, got to go over and hang out with the people over at American Standard for a while. It was great. My wife thinks I'm crazy because we rented a car in Manhattan. I drove to Jersey, drove back. We drove to Boston, and I love it up there. Had so much fun. Tyler Foster says hello to Jack's Plumbing Videos. Absolutely. Angel Fire Forever is in South Florida. Man, I kind of wish I really wish I was down around Key West right now. And I say that, I don't know what the weather's like right now, but I know summertime's coming, and man, I could love that. Fix It Scotty from Chicago area. How are you? Good to have you in here. Paul, you are more than welcome, brother. I love everything you're doing. Angel, how you doing tonight? Here we go. I like this. Hampus Anderson. Hello from Finland. Hello and welcome. It's glad to have you here. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have fun and hope you come back and see us. Tyler from Virginia Beach. You got to love it. Big Bear Plumbing. We need a detection company here. You'll fill the post. There you go. I love it. Paul Lucas says, hello from Oshawa, Ontario. Man, how are you doing up there? How's the weather? And everybody, just real quick, how's the plumbing virus going? Where you're at, how are things? I'm in the Dallas area. We're starting to loosen back up a little bit, starting to unlock some things, starting to let some people open up, some restaurants. My wife and I actually went out to a restaurant today for lunch. Support your local restaurant, which to me is a huge deal. But we actually got to go out for lunch, so that was great. Let me see here. Jack's Plumbing Video says there's a hole in some holes. There is a hole in some holes in my galvanized kitchen sink drain. I have to chip out from the concrete to fix the pipe. It's underneath your basement floor. And that's a lot of fun. Dane Hester, Superhero Plumbing. I'll tell you what, if y'all have never seen, and this is one of the things we should have done for Gleam IO. I've got a guy I hired, and he's a superhero, and he's straight up legit superhero. If you've never been to Facebook and seen Texas Green Plumbing Man, you need to. Straight up legit superhero. His power is leak detection. He needs no equipment, but he uses it every now and then just to make the rest of us not feel so bad. But man, I tell you what, we do have fun. So when it comes to superhero plumbing, I get it. Angel Fire Forever says, hey, Tyler, tuned in. Love it. Year 3 apprentice here. That's great. Okay, so here's a good one. Tyler says, I'm thinking to be an HVAC mechanical technician when I grow up because I want the best job. Well, number one, that would be plumbing, and I'm joking. Here's the thing, Tyler, and I got off the phone with a really great YouTube HVAC technician earlier, and my thing is, I'm a certified HVAC tech. I've got my license. The problem is I don't know near as much about it, and the reason is because I never used it. I got it. I got my license, did everything. And man, I just kept plumbing and got busy. So I've never used it, but look, I love HVAC. It's interesting. You can make great money at it. I don't think it's as hard to work as plumbing on the service end just because the parts are smaller and easier to work with and things like that. But man, I tell you what, I love the HVAC end of it. So I think this whole thing could be great. HVAC, plumbing, electrical, roofing, the trades, it's all phenomenal. So Dane Hester says, I'm a new company and would love to put that leak detector to work. Dane, man, that's why we're giving it away. I want people to get something that they can use. I want to be able to give something away that, man, look, I've almost got 40,000 subscribers. Right after that's 50. We're doing things good, and it's people coming back, watching the videos, jumping in here, engaging, commenting, and letting us know what they like and what we can do to make it better. And man, I love it. Danny Kane says, I tell them no. 2. Okay. Mr. Bucci, hello. Sorry to bother you, but approximately what shall I do to become a well-known plumber? Is it necessary to join a community? And that's really a good question, because that's stuff that I get asked a lot. How do I grow my brand? How do I grow me as a popular plumber, a known person? And guys, I say, look, watch what I do. Watch what Paul Peck does. Watch what Neil the Urban Explorer does. Watch what Chris Construction Cronies does. And man, Chris is just starting out, but he is doing great things. So, watch what people do. And one of my favorite tools to use is called R&D, rip off and duplicate. And watch what we're doing. Man, there's things I can do that you watching, you can say, look, I can do that better than he does. It doesn't hurt my feelings. Look, guys, I'm almost 57 years old. I'm an old man. I'm wore out. Y'all are going to have more energy, more ideas, and you're going to be better at tech than I am. This is all new to me. I have learned to do this in 2 years. So if you think that you can't do it better than me, man, I just think you're not willing to try, because there's a lot of opportunity here, and I think a lot of people can do great. Tyler Foster says, so how long have you been an apprentice? I hope you're not talking to me, because I wasn't an apprentice too terribly long, about 2 years, but I've been a plumber for the rest of the time. Tyler Foster says, in your state or in your city or state. P.S. You have the best and most beneficial YouTube channel. Mr. Bucci, I tell you what, I really do appreciate that. And I know I'm looking at the wrong camera sometimes here. I appreciate that, because it's not just me, it's William, and I'm going to try to get him to come in here in a minute and talking on some of this. We work really hard to have a good channel, and we keep trying to improve it continuously. I mean, it's an everyday thing. And man, it's not just me, it's my team. And, Grayson Poirier, William Rosebrock, Julie Wakefield, we work hard at trying to do just that. Make the channel good and keep making it better. So, Mr. Bucci, I really do appreciate that. Toby Brewster says, ever ran across a homemade water heater? Toby, I have not, but man, I would love to see pictures or anything about it, just to see what's up with it. And remember, guys, I'm going to tell y'all later, Will's going to come in here. We're going to talk. We're going to figure out, there's some things that we are doing. Like I said, we are giving away, man, an amazing leak detection kit. And like I said, if you have not heard of Leaktronics, you need to check out Leaktronics on YouTube. You need to go to the website too and look at the plumber's kit, because that's what we're giving away. And I'm telling you, this is one of the best leak detection kits that I've ever bought. And then in a little while, I'm going to tell you, I talked to Darren a week ago Monday, about something that I wanted. And he's pretty much already built the prototype. He was testing it Friday. He's supposed to be sending me one to try. But I'm telling you, I think this is going to help us all. So I am really, really excited about this. Is Texas under UPC and IPC, depending on where you're at? Different cities, each municipality, each city can adopt what code they want to use, and they can also write the addendums that they want to use. So anytime you go to work in a city, you don't just need to find out what code they're under. You need to find out what addendums they've adopted, because they can change things as they want. Big Bear Plumbing says, will the Chamber of Commerce be a good source of leads? Absolutely. Any networking event. And, those of y'all that don't know, me and my wife, we've got another YouTube channel called How to Network. If y'all have not gone over there, check it out, because before I started doing this, I knew nothing about it. And Mr. Bucci, this would be great for you. You talk about how to become a popular plumber. I started going to networking events and learning how to get in and talk to people and explain what it is I do to them, explain the company, explain what we do. And I tell you what, a Chamber of Commerce is great, because you're going to meet with the same people about once a month over and over again. Now, some chambers do a weekly meeting, like a breakfast or something like that. I'm involved with Master Networks. If you want to find out more about that, Julie Wakefield is in here. Connect with her. I'm going to tell you, subscribe to her channel. She doesn't have any videos on it. But go over to the How to Network YouTube channel, you'll see a picture of a really good looking guy and Julie. She's there too. But that's a great place to connect and learn, because I'm telling you, getting out and networking is what you need to know about chambers of commerces. You're going to get in, you're going to visit, and you're going to talk to people, but you're really not there to sell. And if you'll learn the things that we talk about in the How to Network channel, oh my gosh, it will help you so much, because there was a time when if it was not for networking, my company probably would have gone under. But luckily we were networking, we were doing things, and it was really good for us. So let me try to get through a few more. Man, I don't even know how far behind I am on questions and comments. I know I'm running behind guys, but I mean, they are coming in. I love that. Danny Kane, be right back. I'm going to use my plumbing. Hello, Toby Brewster. How we doing? Julie Wakefield, good to see you in here. Tyler Foster, how are you doing tonight? Hey, Dave. Phil says, I study philosophy now, but I would love to become a very good plumber together with my best friend. What do you think about working with friends? Phil Aporia, I got to tell you, one of my best friends is who got me in plumbing. We're still best friends. He actually called me today, asked me how things are going. Man, I love him like a brother. And he's got 3 older brothers that are plumbers. All 3 of them have actually worked with me. So, man, I think friends are great. Man, if you have a great relationship and you can find a way to work together and be beneficial to each other, it's good. I wish I'd have started plumbing back when he did. He started his own company in the mid-'80s. He is killing it. And, man, just I would do anything in the world for him, his brothers, anything at all like that. I have no problem at all starting a company with your friend, but you've got to understand, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes there's going to be issues. And if you're going to start a company together, one of you needs to be in control, meaning one of you actually owns more stock, has the final word, whatever it is, because there's going to be certain things along the way that you're like, neither one of you decide on. And one of you is going to be able to say, well, look, here's what we're going to do. And it doesn't always work that way. So, man, think about it going in. It's not worth losing a friend for, because, man, if I lost one of my really good friends like that, that would really, really bother me. So let's go through here a little bit more. But I tell you what, the part that you're studying philosophy, and I want to go back to Philipporia, the part that you're studying philosophy is great, because when you go out and you recommend things to people, there is some philosophy behind it. There is some psychology behind it. There is some sales in it. And how do you talk to people and how do you explain things? So I like that. Tyler says, hey, school. Gary Gandhi, does having inspection experience in plumbing and other fields give you an edge for flipping houses, separating the bad houses from the good? I would definitely think so. Here's the thing. Anytime you can learn things, whether it's from flipping, whether it's from working in other trades, things like that. Man, I'm sorry about that. All of a sudden, I got a frog in my throat. Anytime you can learn things like that, any experience in one trade is going to definitely help you in another. So I say absolutely. Angel Fire Forever says, lots of slab leaks in South Florida. And it's funny because I got a phone call from a leak forensic specialist the other day in Florida, telling me the way they do slab leaks and leak detections and things they were doing. And I told him, why aren't they doing this? Why aren't they doing this? Why aren't they doing that? And we're on the phone, and he says, dude, if you move down here, you could be rich. He said, because I'm telling you, people aren't doing the things you're talking about. So Angel Fire Forever, here's what I would tell you. Watch my videos, find out what we do, see what we do. Win this equipment, or if you can't wait, go buy some equipment. Thank you, Jules. Go buy some equipment and learn how to do it right. Because he says, look, there's companies down here making a killing. They're not doing things right. They're overcharging insurance companies. They're doing a lot of things. So I'm looking at it like, hey, what can I do to maybe move to Orlando or something? Jack's Plumbing says, under your basement floor, you have a galvanized drain pipe for your kitchen sink. Has a hole in it. When I was doing a repair, I have to chip out the concrete to seal the pipe. Yes, you do. Tyler, hey, Angel, how many years you been an apprentice in the plumbing service? Yeah. Let me know how things are going, where you're at, where you live, whether you're still under lockdown, quarantine, or whatever. But also now, how long have you been in plumbing? And I'm just interested because we got people here that are in high school wanting to get started. We got people here that have been plumbing for 40 years. It's always interesting to see how long people have and what's going on. So that's cool. I jumped here, or it jumped on me. I left Jersey City for a reason, says Danny. I love it. Angel Fire Forever says 3-year apprentice. Good for you. The Duck Brothers. Where do you stand on advertisement and where should it be done? SEOs, which one? Website style. I like this. Here we go. I think advertising can be done in the beginning. If you need your phone to ring right now, you advertise. You do pay-per-click. You do Google. You do anything you can to really make that phone ring. And I get it. Ads, you're going to spend a lot of money. But remember, as soon as you stop spending that money, that phone stops ringing. SEOs, which one? It's hard to find a good SEO company. I know a couple. And if you find a way to reach out to me, I'll talk to you about them. Here's my deal. You need to find a good SEO company. That's what got me on social media. I got tired of getting jacked over by OPM marketing, other people's money. And that's all they're worried about. They will rip you off. They will tell you anything they can to get you to write them a bigger check. And that's all they want. So my thing is, there's good SEO. There's white hat SEO. There's people that know what they're talking about. And if you find the right people, they're going to come in. They're going to do a foundational analysis, and actually Will can do that. I don't remember what Will charges, $500, $800, but he does a complete analysis on your website and tells you, look, here's what you've got that's working. Here's what you've got that's not working. And at least that way, when you go to an SEO company or a marketing company, you'll know what it is they're talking about. Then when they lie to you, you'll know that too, because there's a lot of them, they're just not going to be honest with you. Website style, I'm old school. I love WordPress just because that's all I know anything about. I've never really studied anymore, but Will could actually probably answer a lot of questions on that better than that. There's a lot of these new plug-and-play sites that I think are great. But to be honest, I'm starting to think maybe websites aren't the way to go. Maybe it's more like a click funnel where it's just a landing page. You've got a place where people can land. Think about it. My website, I think, has 85 pages. How many people are going to look through 85 pages for the answer they're looking for? But if I just had 1 or 2 or 5 pages that literally kind of told them what kind of company we are, what we do, how much better would that be? So I look at things completely different now, but it's because of a lot of things that we've learned. But, if you want to contact me, I'll put you in touch with Will. Will can literally at least talk it with you a lot better than I can. I had to study it because I got tired of getting ripped off. That's what brought me into social media. And once I started studying it, I really started getting mad at the marketing companies I used to work with because I knew they'd been robbing me. It says, congratulations, Angel, on 3 years. Absolutely. Danny Kane says, have a mask and UNGAWA. Don't know what UNGAWA is, and maybe I don't know. Hey, Angel, tell Roger I want to work with him. Tyler Foster, I love it, man. A hole, and the holes was the typo. Man, I thought it was pretty good. I was like, okay, I want to see a picture of his hole in the hole. No, I don't. I know that did not even sound right. DSN Humans is 24/7 plumbing in St. Martin. Man, I love it. I want to come down to St. Martin. Actually, I want to come down to St. Croix. And Julie and I were talking about that at lunch today. We're eating Mexican food. Now the restaurant's just opened back up, so there's outdoor patios. We're actually eating outside at a restaurant, and I could hear the music playing in the background. So I said, Julie, close your eyes. I said, you hear those birds over there? I said, they're down by the ocean chirping. I said, you hear that music? That's coming from the system. I said, we're at an outside bar. Man, her eyes are already opening up. She's like, yeah, I'm ready. Pretty great. DSN Human, I'm a scuba diver. Julie's a scuba diver. So we've been really wanting to go down to St. Croix and dive and see what we can do down there. Angel Fire says, lots of work lately. Since we also commercial and have major account, one of the biggest grocers in Miami, Ballard and Palm Beach. You are busy then. Danny Keene says AC is great. Man, I can't disagree with you. I wish I could, but I can't. Angel Fire says Joe Hillman Plumbers. Amy Swanson says, Roger, thank you so much for the video on what questions to ask in an interview. It was really helpful. I think Will just turned off my camera just to be mean to me. That's the kind of person he is sometimes. And I don't know which way to go from here. Man, oh man. Guys, you'll have to forgive me for a minute. I am trying to figure out where I'm at on the questions. I just went from one and now it's taking me to another one. I don't know what page I'm on. Sam Ham, did you see in Israel they found by monitoring protein levels in feces in the city sewers, they could see if coronavirus is spiking or dropping in a city? Do you think that would fly in America? Man, I'll tell you what. I think you can find out anything checking what came out of people's bodies. Anything at all is possible. So, yeah, I think anything can work. I want to see. Man, I'm still trying to figure out where I was, guys. I know y'all got to hate that. I'm trying, I promise. There's my little light up deal. Now I know about where I'm at. Southern Mama Drama says, ooh, boy, I missed over some here. Oh, there we go. Amy Swanson. How many different certifications do you need? Can you get in plumbing? Man, that's a really good question. So here in Texas, I've got, there's the apprentice registration and there's endorsements you can get on it. The tradesman, which is almost a journeyman plumber, and there's a journeyman plumber, then there's a master plumber. And at the journeyman, actually at any level, you can get endorsements. So I've got a master plumber's license. I've also still got my journeyman and my journeyman med gas. But I've got my master med gas, my master water supply protection specialist, my master's residential multipurpose fire protection sprinkler specialist, and my RMP. So they're all endorsements to let you branch off into different things, which is actually pretty cool. Southern Mama Drama says, do you have new plumbers and or apprentices sign non-compete agreements? Can you talk to someone about that? It depends on where you're at and what you're trying to do. You probably can. We're a union company, so I don't think that I'm allowed to get my guys to sign non-competes. But man, it's always worth a try. I don't know if you're union or non-union or what type company you are. It should be worth a try, though. I'd at least talk to them about it. Hello, Dr. Gift Dog. And I'm sure I'm close to really messing that one up. If so, I'm sorry about that. Hello, you're a landlord. Your videos have helped save you lots. I love that. And, you know, as a landlord in Texas, or as a landlord or a mechanical or a maintenance guy for an apartment complex or property rental, y'all can do stuff like that. So that's good. Ringo Hayes says, howdy, Roger. Did I miss the instructions? No, sir, you did not. Will's going to post all that here in a little while. And he's going to give me a sheet and we'll talk about it and see what all it is and cover that. Jack's Plumbing Videos says, I'm subscribed. I love it. So Jack's Plumbing Videos, who did you subscribe to? Did you subscribe to Paul Peck or Julie Wakefield, How to Network, or me? Man, left that one up in the air, brother. Sam Ham says, have you ever put on a Yankees hat and done a side-by-side comparison to Goose Cottage? Your mustache might be better. Well, number one, my mustache is better than his, but no, we have never done a side-by-side like that. Fix It Scotty says you should require every man in your company to grow a Fu Manchu stash and shave their heads. Strong branding. That's pretty good. Julie told me she'd do it. So once she said she'd do it, I said, nah, no way. Cool. Will brought me the list of what's in the plumber's box, which is pretty cool. We're going to go over that in a minute. Mr. Bucci says, after 2 years plumbing, I will guarantee you'll have many clients as possible. And how much will I make weekly approximately? So many things that go into that. Oh, Lady More Natural, how did I slip over you? I am so sorry. I looked down there and I saw that peace sign. I'm like, wait a minute. I missed that. How are you? It's good to see you in here. I appreciate you being here. Mr. Bucci, here's the deal. After 2 years of plumbing, it depends on how many customers you get out and solicit, how good you are, how many of those people tell other people. How much will you make weekly? Number one, I don't know where you at. I don't know or where you're at. Number two, I don't know what you're going to charge an hour. Is it just you or do you have other people you're paying? There's a lot of intangibles that go in there that are like, or tangibles that go in there that are like, look, you've got to know the answers to all these things. So kind of interesting. And those of y'all that are in here, we are giving away a leak detection kit. Tonight I'm going to tell you the things that you got to do. This way it tracks it. It's all electronic. And I say it. I don't know who it is. I think it's Gleam.io. But it has you do things like, like a video, share a video, comment on a video, do this, do this, do this. But what it is it lets us know, and you get points for doing it. And as you get those points, the more points you get, the more times you're registered or entered into the drawing. And then the day that, I think what we've decided is the Monday night after we hit 40,000 subscribers, we're going to give it away. And then here in a little bit, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the equipment, and I'm going to tell you about what Darren has done for me that I think is going to help all of us because it's really cool. Sam says, perhaps try leaving one of the toilet paper tablets in water in a jar on a shelf to see how long it takes to break down, compared to flushable wipe and to a regular baby wipe in 3 jars. Sam, I got to tell you, I did a deal the other day, and I don't know if any of y'all saw it. I was on Nationwide TV. Make sure my camera's right. I was on Nationwide TV. Have any of y'all seen this? I don't know if it's going to focus on it like it should. Okay, so let's go over here. Oh, that's why I was on the wrong camera. Oh, God. Okay, here we go. Sony, there we go. So this is what I did. Cottonelle flushable wipes. I did a satellite media tour, meaning I was in here for about 5 hours Thursday morning. I was on 17 different television and radio stations across the country, and everybody figured out I've got a great face for radio. I could have told them that in the beginning. But anyway, what the neat thing is, whenever they ask me about doing this, man, my first thought is, look, I don't do baby wipes. Well, they're like, look, these aren't baby wipes. These are flushable wipes. So I checked into it. I studied them. But Sam, here's what I did. I took baby wipes that I have at home. I took the Cottonelle flushable wipes and I put them in a cup. And actually the test I did at home, I put like on a cookie sheet and probably a 1/4 inch of water, 1/2 inch of water, and let it sit in there. Up here at the office, I took 2 solo cups and I put baby wipe in one, Cottonelle flushable wipe in the other one. Came in the next morning, and literally, guys, the baby wipes, you got to pull it apart. There's plastic fibers in there holding it together. That doesn't work. We know that. It's not biodegradable. It's never going away. The Cottonelle flushable wipes actually use paper fibers in there to bind everything together. The next morning you come in, you try to pull the Cottonelle flushable wipes out, and it's almost like pulling toilet tissue out of water. It just almost completely fell apart. It was crazy. So let me go back because I know I got passed up on a lot of questions. Man, where am I at? All right, so I'm going to right here. Sorry about this, guys. How many different certifications? No. Hello from Virginia. Here we go. Do you have to go to the training in California? Big Bear Plumbing, here's the deal. No, you don't. Number one, Darren has got an amazing online training course. I know plumbers that have gone through it, and they're like, dude, this was just phenomenal, because he takes you step by step through the process, shows it to you, lets you listen to it, lets you hear it. It's really cool. It works. Back to there, Lonnie, 100% agree on that advice about the friends and business not easy. Man, and it's true. It's hard to do. It's hard to go into business with a friend. And don't get me wrong, man, I've got some amazing friends. But at the end of the day, the thing is, you want to keep that friend forever. And, you've heard that saying all the time, look, this is business. It ain't personal. Well, some people take that personal. So it is kind of tough. It is kind of hard, but it is what it is. Ringo Hayes says, I finalized my plumbing company in mid-January 2020. Although it slowed down some, you're fortunate to have stayed somewhat busy, or at least enough to pay your bills and people. Good for you, man. Dane Hester says, 31 years plumbing. Congratulations, brother. That's a good deal. Lonnie Little says 42. You got me beat, brother. Doug Carney says, how much is a fair starting hourly wage for a brand new plumber? Now, when you say new plumber, do you mean new plumber's apprentice or like a new plumber going to a new company? Because two completely different answers there. Sam Ham says, New York City plumbing is getting majorly kicked in the ding-dong from coronavirus. Absolutely. Department of Buildings inspections are off the road for their safety, and illegal work is going bananas. Yeah. Man, Sam, here's the deal. Look, I understand people got to take care of their lives, their families, and stuff like that. Plumbers need to be careful because we do know that. Think about what was said a while ago. The World Health Organization wrote an article about the coronavirus over in Hong Kong, and the thing is, they know that coronavirus was passed through the plumbing pipes. And if that can happen there, it can happen anywhere. Now, luckily, I think we're a little more enforced, a little more tightly restricted and whatnot, and who can do plumbing and what plumbing can be done, and permits and inspections and things like that. So, man, just be safe. Any people working on plumbing needs to really be safe. Big Bear Plumbing says 28 years plumbing and 5 years in business. And we ain't far apart. I started my company about 5 years ago and been plumbing for about 40, so right around there. Amy Swanson says, do you scuba diving for underwater plumbing? And I don't, but, man, I know there's some swimming pool repair places around here called like Scuba Dudes Plumbing or Scuba Dudes Repair, and they do. Man, I'm going to have to jump back over here. Coming in so fast, guys. If I've missed your comments or questions, I'm sorry. I promise you I am trying. They are just flying in. Plumber's Life says, into your third year journeyman. The Duck Brothers, I will reach out to you for sure on the SEO stuff. Thanks. I just started my business last year. So much to learn. Putting crazy hours in. Learn it all plus doing the work. Man, that's how I started out. So I get it. Ringo Hayes says 23 years in the trade, 4 months in business. Williams says, can't wait to drop this link here in the chat. Mr. Bucci, sorry for this silly question, but what is a union? I can't figure out what does that mean. Well, Mr. Bucci, do you mean a union like the plumbers union like I'm in, or do you mean a union like the fitting on black iron pipe? A union, Mr. Bucci, tell me this, where are you located? Let's start there. Where are you located? That might give me a little insight there. Barney Films 85, brother. It wasn't candy, it's cough drops. Julie saw me in here coughing and trying to get water down. When I get in here and get to talking for, God, a couple hours, which I do, my throat just gets really, really dry. And it's funny because I've actually got a podcast interview after this. So, at 6 o'clock, I've got a podcast interview that, man, I got to be ready to talk again. So it's kind of crazy, but I tell you what, it's fun and I enjoy it. So no candy, cough drops. And I learned back whenever I was teaching plumbing, if I took cough drops before or during class, man, I could get through it and it helped a lot. Nunagala built, man, I hope I got that close. Can I come from Latvia and work in America and work as plumber? I have lots of experience. Man, I would call the place in America that you want to go. Find out, oh, Danny Keene, no, you did not. Sorry, he messed me up there. If you've got lots of experience, contact the state over here that you're wanting to move to. Talk to them, find out what their licensing requirements are, what it's going to take to get your license. And to Danny Keene, all I can say, brother, is hook them. Man, good stuff today. Don't flush them. I tell you what, Danny Keene, I think you're liable to get flushed. Ringo Hayes says, what's the union pay scale for service plumbers in Dallas? Service plumbers and construction plumbers both, it's right up around $33 an hour. They just got a raise, but it all went towards insurance, so good stuff. Banana Tax says you were a machinist mate in the Navy. Will that translate well into plumbing? It can. Here's my thing. I think most people that are mechanically inclined are going to do really well. The cool thing about it is, man, you learn how to use tools. You learn how to use your brain. You learn how to use a tape measure. You understand the importance of things. But yeah, it could really do good. Danny Keene, I have no problem, brother. Don't flush them. Radio face indeed. See, I told you, man, I knew it. Nunagable answer chat. Man, I'm going through them as fast as I can, brother. So I hope I answered whatever it is you wanted. Jack's Plumbing. Saw your expanding toilet paper tablets video. I tell you what, we had fun doing that. That was really cool. Whenever we started doing the Cottonelle deal, we started doing a lot of research because before I'm going to talk good about a product, I want to do research on it. I want to try it. I want to see what I think of it. And it was really neat because in the research, we found out about these toilet paper tablets. And a friend of ours on YouTube actually sent a link to a video that a friend of hers had done about it. And we said, look, let's just play with this and do it and see what happens. I had never seen them, but man, it was pretty cool. We had fun. Omar Metal says, local 78 in the house from LA. Good to see you in here. I was actually in LA in October. God, I was out at LAX. Literally just got off the plane, went to a hotel right out there in the Summit for about 3 days and came back. Last year when I went down, though, it was really funny. Will went with me. We rented a car. We rented a Camaro, went down to San Diego, drove down on the highway, and on the way back, we said, you know what, man, that was quick. Let's go up to PCH, check it out. I think it was a 5-hour drive back up to, I don't even think we went all the way up to Malibu. My plan was to come from San Diego up to Malibu and then come across, go to Calabasas and come back down. I don't think we did that. By the time we got close to LA, it's like, get off here. HT will convert. Danny, you're just getting fun now, brother. Ringo Hayes. Yes, you can come from anywhere. Register for your apprentice card through Texas State Board. Apply the dues and plumb anywhere you want. And Ringo, man, and that's a good way to put it because I know Texas is hurting for plumbers. And they're always asking people, look, what can you do? What can we do to get people in the trades? What can we do to make the licensing process faster? So, man, Texas is a great place to come work. I love it here. Banana Tax says, I live in a state where recreational marijuana laws. The state still has not implemented laws about testing. In your opinion, will employers hire apprentice plumbers that test positive for legal pot? You know what, man, that's a good question because I really, I don't know. I can understand the legality of it, but you've also got to look at long-term use. You've got to look at, uh, and look, I know people say, well, look, if I'm not smoking, I'm not stoned, and I get that. But it's probably going to be up to each individual employer. You know, most employers, and look, I know people that have smoked marijuana their entire life, but most employers want people that, you know, have a clear mind, think sharp, and things like that. And look, I know people, like I said, that have smoked their entire life, and they've told me, man, look, my mind doesn't work like it should, and I understand why. I don't know as an apprentice if anybody will really worry about it. It's like, look, you're young, have a good time, don't smoke at work, don't smoke on the way to work, don't get high while you're there, anything like that. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens with it becoming illegal. And not saying it is everywhere, but it's starting to. And my thing is, I think that things are going to change. So yeah, I think it'll happen. Chubatita, one Chubatita. Hi, thanks for all your videos. I've been thinking of getting into plumbing. Currently a commercial roofer, 8 years, and you hate it. So, man, my question is, why do you hate it? Because me being plumbing, I've been on some of the largest commercial jobs in Dallas, DFW Airport, Parkland Hospital, things like that. And hey, Will, if you're still in here, will you come here and give me a shout real quick? So anyway, man, there's a lot of things. Look, I love plumbing, but I'm just asking why you don't like the commercial roofing, just because I think there's some good things. Do you have that sheet that you printed up a while ago that's going to have what all for the Glimo? Okay, Will's going to go ahead and drop the link in here just because I want to let him get out of here in a little bit. But Will's going to drop the link in here, and it's going to say what all you got to do it. So, and the reason I did it now, we just hit 50 people watching right now. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this cool little case right here. And I'm not going to open it yet. I'm going to make y'all wait. But this is Leaktronics, leak detection equipment. I got to tell you, I love this thing. Leaktronics, I think, is one of the best leak detection equipments out there. I've actually talked to, and I see he just put it in there. I've actually talked to Darren Merlobe over at Leaktronics about this package. Darren said, look, man, I'm all in for it. Let's do this. Man, there's a mutual respect there. He's a great guy. He understands. I love plumbing. I get excited about this stuff. And I do. I think this is one of the best products out there. So we'll just put a link in here. Will be the one tracking this. And what we're going to do is the week that we hit 40,000 subscribers, which should be in just probably about 3 to 4 weeks. The week that we hit 40,000 subscribers, that Monday night, we're going to jump in and we'll end up doing that drawing live on here. And I say that if Will tells me we can do it, that's what we're going to do. But what this is just, man, this is a cool leak detection kit. And while I'm talking about it, what I'm going to do is tell y'all what I've talked to. Hold on, I want to get caught up here real quick before I jump off. Danny Kane says Fairfax is doing inspections over the phone. Mr. Bucci lives in Germany. So, Mr. Bucci, look, what prices plumbers charge over there and what they charge over here, man, I can't really compare. I would ask you this: what would a plumbing service call be? Like, if you call a plumber out to come to your house over here, they may say, look, it's going to be, $250 an hour. What would it be over where you're at? Jack's Plumbing says, I hate front coat couplings. I use the banded no hub couplings. Absolutely. We call them shear bands. Maximiliano Sanchez Victoria says, should I join the union here in Florida? Weak unions here, I've heard. Or would it be better to take 1-year plumbing technology certification in trade school? Look, I'm in Dallas. The union's weak here too, but man, what I like about the union is the education. And I think you've got a great opportunity to get a good education in the union. It's really interesting about, it's really interesting to see where else you can get a good education. PHCC, I talk to them a lot. I talk to CEF here in Dallas. So there's a lot of other places you can. But I'll tell you what, the Florida Union, I don't know where you're at, but Miami, I've talked to a lot of people in the union there, and they've got some great people, and I really think they're doing some good things. So there are some good benefits to the union, just not if you're a company owner. Other than that, it's great. Everything Plumbing Videos, Lester Plumbing, Alabama. Boss is 81. He's been plumbing 60 years. Man, I'll tell you what, I love that. That's cool. I love old school plumbers. Love talking to them. Love hanging out with them. Love working with them. Richard Agyapong says, thank you, boss. Have a problem with learning the plumbing mathematics and the drawing. Man, I used to teach the drawing. It's not easy, and I get it, especially if you get into isometrics. But I'll tell you what, once you get it down, you will. And the math, man, just keep practicing and trying and looking and try and hear it a different way, to learn it a different way. I know that I need to make some math videos. That's something I need to work on. You make Reddit users cry. Found your channel about a month ago and immediately subscribed. You brought a lot of joy and laughs in a short amount of time. Keep up the amazing work. Man, I love that because I do. I have fun at this. And I know not everybody on YouTube has fun. I know not everybody that makes videos thinks it's fun, but I'm telling you, I think it's great. So Danny Kane is a Navy plumber. Kyle Tompkins says, love the channel. What are your honest thoughts on waterless urinals? You know what? I installed those out at Texas Instruments about, 20 years ago now. Man, here's the deal. If people are taught how to use them, taught how to maintain them, change the cartridges, don't just dump hot water in there, do things like that, man, they can be good. And I know that they can save a ton of water. Me being a lead AP, I've studied them. I've studied the waterless urinals. I've studied the cost savings. I think that they're going to get good. They're going to get better. They're going to keep getting better, and they're going to become more popular. So that'll be fantastic. Also seem to cause a lot of drain problems. It is if they're not maintained right, because all the crystal buildup from the urine, if those cartridges aren't changed out right, man, it will. It's a problem. Angel Fire Forever says, looking for a way to access customer database as a backflow tech one day. Would love some guidance. And when you say access customer database, are you looking at building your own CRM? Or are you looking at finding a way to access somebody else's? Let me know there. One Chubatita says, yeah. John Portillo, 3-year apprentice. I love it. And William put the link in there to the giveaway. And guys, I'm going to tell you, this kit, $3,000, amazing. It will make you money. We specialize in slab leaks and leak detection. We do it because most plumbing companies around here don't. We started doing it because a lot of the people around here that said they were doing it weren't doing it right, and we got really, really good at it. And I got to tell you, this leak detection equipment, y'all need to go check out Leaktronics, not just on YouTube. Go to their webpage, because that is one of the best products out there. And here in about 15 minutes, I'm going to tell you what I talked to Darren about last week. I started talking to him Monday. Friday, he called and told me he had it done, so it's cool. Big Bear says, seen it, want it. Man, this is cool, I'm telling you. Danny Kane says, it is the best. So, Danny, if you used it, I love Leaktronics. And I don't know of a lot of plumbers that use it, but it's great. Omar, I'll tell you what. To me, you need to contact the UA. Oh, man, I forgot that. I forgot that I can do this. Looky there. Sorry about that, guys. Omar says, we need more people in the UA. Omar, here's what I'm going to tell you. And I want you to look me right in the eye, because I want you to contact the UA. I want you to let the UA know, hey, y'all need to talk to this Roger guy, because I believe in the UA. I have been trying to get them to sponsor my channel, been trying to get help from them because I have so many people reach out to me all the time that want to grow in the trades, that want to grow in plumbing, that want to join the UA. You've seen it already tonight. Dude, I can't even get them to answer my calls. Can't get them to call me, can't get them to talk to me. And I think it's sad because I've got other big organizations reaching out that want to, and I keep holding off thinking, you know what, the UA is going to call one day and we're going to be able to do something. But to be honest, I don't know. Everything plumbing videos. What do you think about the Pro Press fitting future on water, considering they recall gas fittings for O-ring failure? You know, and here's my thing about this, because look, I've used them. I've used both. I don't know why the O-rings are failing on the gas fittings. I don't see that should be a problem because there's less pressure there, unless the plumber who installed them did not go through and clean the pipe, sand the pipe down, use the brush, use the wheel, all that like they're supposed to do. That's the thing. Danny Kane says, do the math on 45. It's easy. Yes, sir, it is. Zeus Olson says, hello. And Brandon Cox says, how do I win the Leaktronics? Brandon, if you go down, let me see. Here's the link right here. Let me see if I can copy it. Ooh. Look here, I'll do it that way. There's the link right there. Y'all should be able to see that. And that right there is going to tell you what all you got to do. Will's going to work on that, put some things in, take some things out. But what we're giving away is the Leaktronic Plumber's Kit. Y'all need to go to leaktronics.com, check that thing out. And I don't know if I got a room enough to get up in here and have fun. But I got to tell you, man, this is one of my favorite toys. So, you know, I'm going to tell you that this has the LT1000. If y'all can see it right here. I think I can put it up here maybe where you can see it. Man, I don't know why my autofocus on this is not working. You know what? Will turn it off. I guarantee it. Yep, because it's not focusing on my hands. So we'll turn it off. Anyway, that's the LT1000. Got the headphones. And I'll tell you what, I've got an older set of the headphones, so I may swap with somebody because I like these better. And I'm actually joking, I won't. But man, I'll tell you what, these new headphones, I like these. These are great. Paul Peck, thank you, brother. I see that. See, it gets down here, but here's one of my favorite parts about this whole kit is the deck plate. And this deck plate, when you unspool it, you literally, man, you carry it around and you put it on the floor. And when you take the Velcro off, you're literally, you got the LT1000 around your neck. This plugs into it. Your headphones plug in. Man, you hold this handle and you move this deck plate around. And I got to tell you, this is one of the coolest things about this whole kit. I love it because the sensitivity of this and how you can hear. And this is what y'all heard me talk about earlier, the soft side microphone. And man, this thing is soft. It's got like a rubber neoprene around it or something. But I mean, literally, you can put this up to the wall. And like I said earlier, I think you can hear a mouse fart. And if you can't, it probably ain't farting. And I'll just leave it at that. So anyway, man, there's other cool things in here. You've got the, this part here is really cool because it's got the magnet in here. You can literally go through and stick it on different things. And this is great for listening. What I use it for is city water valves, fire hydrants, things like that. But also there's a magnetic disc on here that'll go on there, and you can screw the probes into it. So you've actually got a probe that you can stick down in the ground. This is great for sticking in to listen to water meters and things like that. Now, here's the cool thing. And it's not going to be part of this, but man, I got to tell you about it anyway. And there's more pieces to it. It's got the mixing chamber. It's got hoses. It's got plug kits, all kinds of things. But here's the cool thing is this kit, it works. And see, I got about 10 more minutes before I get to tell you the coolest stuff. But it really is one of the neatest leak detection equipments I've ever had, or leak detection kits. I love the deck plate. The deck plate is probably one of the neatest things because you can literally hear underground without having to make holes in there to listen. And don't get me wrong, you may want to later, but I can hear so good with my deck plate sometimes, I don't have to make holes on my click. I know it's right there. So I really do. I like this. This is a cool piece of equipment. And it works. And that's the coolest thing about it. So I've got a list here of everything it's got. It's got the amplifier, the neck strap, headphones, large deck plate, soft-sided listening disc, pressure drop test gauge, the pressure rig hose, soil pipe probe handle, soil pipe probe long, soil pipe probe short rod, soil pipe probe 3-inch disc, the soil pipe probe magnetic disc, 2-inch injection plugs, 1.5 inch, 1-inch, 2-inch compression plugs, 1.5 inch, 1-inch, 3/4, 1/2 inch, a red carrying bag, and a hard shell case. And I got to tell you, that is one heck of a kit. So pretty cool. There's a link in there. Will's put it in there. Paul Peck's put it in there. There's a link in there to tell you what you do. You'll go to Gleam.io. But I'm telling y'all guys, this kit is amazing. And I just want to say thanks to Darren over at Leaktronics for letting us do this. And I don't know if I got to say this is sponsored by him or what, but man, I have no problem with that. He's given us this kit to give away. And he is amazing. And it is one heck of a kit. So, Brandon Cox, jump into that Gleam.io and you'll figure it out. Danny Kane says, office people suck. Well, sometimes field people do too. So I've seen both sides. What do you think about shark fits? If you're talking about shark bite fittings, I don't love them. I think that there's a lot of things that they could do better, mainly education. Look, I've seen them before. We've used them in cases of emergencies whenever I was working out at the airport. So there's a lot of good things about them. But, man, to be honest, I've seen too many of them leak. And I know all these old school plumbers tell me, oh, you just hate shark bites or you just hate it because they don't call plumbers. It's like, have y'all seen my videos? I teach people how to fix toilets, how to fix their disposals, how to change out faucets, how to change their disposals. There's so many things I teach people about plumbing so they can do it for free that I really don't care if they use shark bites or not. I just want them to use what's best. So let me see here. Big Bear Plumbing says must be a new batch of O-rings. Very well could be. Zachary Kent. Need a video on the math behind offsets. Have the opportunity of practicing this stuff weekly in school. Being in the field now, you run into people who use complicated somethings. Yeah, I do. You're right. Want to say thank you. Worked in retail for 5 years in Home Depot. Man, this thing, if I get in a bad spot, guys, it jumps. Enjoying plumbing last year. My manager was termed, and you've been one of the most reliable sources of plumbing information. Kevin Hathaway, I appreciate that, brother. I was actually talking to somebody today trying to get one of my guys credit for years at Home Depot because he was in the plumbing division. And, man, he learned a lot, and he is really, really good. So, anyway, trying to do everything I can to help a brother out. Put that up there. Again, like I said, there's Paul Peck. If y'all have not subscribed to his channel, you really need to. He puts up amazing videos. I'll tell you what, he is very good at what he does. One heck of a tradesman. Marius Fisher says, good day. Currently a plumbing apprentice located in Berlin. My school is offering me some kind of exchange months where I can work at plumbing companies from different countries. Man, Marius, that would be pretty cool. Actually, that would be really cool. I like that. Is it possible I could spend this time at your company? You know what? I have no problem getting in touch with me. Love to talk to you about it and see what all it is, how y'all got it set up, and what we could do. And I love the idea of working with plumbers from other countries, see how y'all do things and how we do things. It's fun to be a plumber. Zeus, brother, you're right on. Angel Fire says, third year apprentice in backflow tech already. Test and repair them. Good for you. Mainly work in service. Do most guys start their plumbing backflow business like a salesman? You know what? No, they don't. Normally, I think they work for plumbing companies that do it, and they just end up later getting good at it and running that part and selling it. So no telling. Big Bear Plumbing says, you're going to deliver when you come to Glacier National Park. Man, I'm not going to deliver it. Let's put that out of the way right now. Now, if you want to pay my delivery ticket, we can work on it. Big Bear Plumbing, the plan right now is not for me to deliver it. Our plan is literally we're going to get it shipped to you. So we'll do everything we can. But, guys, here's the deal. Do me a favor. Go to Leaktronics YouTube channel. I don't think they have comments, so go over there and subscribe to the channel. I don't think Darren lets people subscribe on his videos, which is great. Some YouTubers do, some don't. Go to the website, maybe send them a message, say, hey, look, I saw you on Roger Wakefield's YouTube channel last night. Just want to say thanks, man. And I don't think that we've got that in the Gleam.io, but I'm telling you, I'll get Will to put that in there, because if Darren tells me, oh my gosh, look, I got 34 calls from people said they saw it last night. Thank you very much. Guys, this guy's wonderful, and I'm telling you, he loves this trade as much as I do, so it's really cool. So do me a favor. Y'all go to his website, go to his YouTube channel, subscribe, say hello where you can, and we'll go from there. All right. Man. Don't know where I missed this. Oh, maybe I didn't. Okay. Kevin Hathaway said that. Marius like that. Want to be a plumber. There we go. Angela Portillo, first year apprentice. Love it. I'd use this almost every day. Man, I tell you what, Plumber Works, this is a product you can use every day. And I love this new hard case. There's so many things about it. This is phenomenal. So, guys, like I said, do me a favor. Go to his website. Just go check it out. See what you think. Like it, subscribe, leave a comment, send him a message, say, hey, man, look, saw your stuff on Roger Wakefield's YouTube channel last night. I appreciate it. And here in about 3 minutes, I'm going to tell you what else we're working on with him. So it's really, really cool. Angel Fire Forever says, or is there a way to set up a contractual agreement between a network negating the need to wait for random customers' call? You know, look, there's ways to do anything. Sorry, like that. Y'all like my quick camera? See, I'm getting good at this. Here's the deal. If you got bored and left, I'm sorry. Here's the deal. And Angel Fire Forever, look, you're going to have to find a way to build your business. And that's what I teach people about social media. Look, Paul's great at it. Paul has built a business by being good at YouTube and showing how good he is and doing the things that he does. So there's a lot of ways you can go about it. You can start advertising. You can, and look, I teach between advertising and marketing because it's two completely different things. But there's a lot to it. So, man, you just got to figure out what you can do to grow yourself, grow your brand, grow your name, and get really good at it. Danny Kane, you have to use it, man. This kit is amazing. Whoever gets this, I'm telling y'all, this thing's crazy. You're going to love it. Brandon Cox says, I've heard of chlorine in the water degrading the O-ring. Don't know if that's true. Never had to cut one out. Don't have a Pro Press, but want to try it on gasoline lines or gas lines. Man, I'll tell you what, I've got Pro Press down here. I think I've got my Pro Press and my Mega Press in here. But I hope I didn't hit anything wrong. So anyway, I've got both. And I don't think it's just the chlorine in the water. The O-rings should be designed to help take care of that. I've heard that there's a new shark bite fitting maybe coming out with 2 O-rings in it that they're already using over in Japan. And guys, my thing is, if it doesn't leak, I love it. I don't care if it pushes together, solders together, welds together. It doesn't matter to me. It's got to work. And at the end of the day, that's all it's about. And if you're going to sell something to homeowners and tell them this works and it doesn't leak and it's good for you, and they come back a year later and it flooded their house, I can't agree with that. So anyway, Paul Paul Peck, the link. I appreciate it, brother. It is a kit. I tell you what, Danny Kane, this is not a kit. This is the kit. It's the bomb diggity. This is fantastic. Jeremiah Bennett says, how much do plumbers make? Man, they make enough. This is a good trade to be in, guys. We make good money. We have a good living. Don't get me wrong. We have to work for it. It's just like Paul Peck. Look, man, sheet rock's great. Tape and bedding, being magic at it is fantastic. But you know what? It's hard work. And when I say anybody can do it, anybody can if they're willing to work hard enough for it. And that's kind of what it goes to. And, boy, Will, you put it in right there. This kit is another way to earn more money. Guys, we specialize in slab leaks and leak detection. And we got really good at it because most of the plumbing companies around here don't do it, or they don't do it right. And, you know, the thing is, this is a great way to get in, learn something new, do it, and get really, really good at it. So y'all slow down the questions for a minute. I want to go through these questions or comments real quick. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you about another product Leaktronics is working on. And I'm telling you, man, it is cool. Danny Kane says, I have good vids. I appreciate it. Let me get back over here to page 1. Jeremiah Bennett says, I want to become plumbing, but I want to know how much money they make. And well, Jeremiah, there's a lot of things. Where are you located? How much do plumbers charge there? Are you in the city? Are you in the country? There's so many things that go into that equation. I know plumbers that start out at $30,000 a year. I know plumbers that make $250,000 a year that don't even own their own company. So, man, you can make whatever kind of money you're willing to work your butt off for. If you're not willing to work for it, you're not going to make any money. It takes work, and that's really what everybody needs to know is, look, much as I love this trade, you got to work hard at it. Zeus Olson says, how long is it going to be? I don't know. I don't know what part you're asking about. You make what you're worth. Danny King, good way to put it. Zeus says, thanks, man. Stan says, hello, guys. Hope you're having a good day. We are. Jeremiah, do plumbers make good money? No. Plumbers make great money. Ringo Hayes, can you do leak detecting video start to finish? If I win the equipment, I will video the first one I use it on. Man, I love that. We've got a lot of them out there. I need to make some more, but yeah, that's one we need to work on. We'll put that in the queue. Jeremiah Bennett says they don't. I can't get that. Try it. Do you have Messenger? I do. Danny Kane says, get a job. I don't want one. I've already got several. Danny Kane says, be good at it. Mega. Thanks. Really insightful. Means a lot. Angel Fire Starter, you are more than welcome. I appreciate that. Angel Fire Forever. Sorry about that. Blessings from Orlando. Mr. David Perez, it's good to have you here. Thank you very much. Urban Explorer says, I'm early. What do you mean, brother? What do you mean I'm early? I get off here in 12 minutes. Good to have you in here. Guys, that's another one. If you have not, and I talked about him earlier, if you hadn't subscribed to Neil's channel, Urban Explorer, you need to. He's doing some great stuff. I love watching it. Danny King says, Shamwoo, there you go. Paul Peck Drywall Tube says, hello. How's your day, mate? Love it. So, guys, here's the deal. It says, look here, Amos Cardoza jumped in here. Good to have you, brother. Okay, so I'm gonna show you something cool about this kit. And those of y'all that weren't here a while ago, we've got a link in here to the Gleam.io. And what you do is you go in and do whatever it tells you to do. Don't know what all it is. But, man, Leaktronics, and as you can see right here, Leaktronics, you need to go to the website, check it out. But, man, they've got a deal. And I've got part of it down here, but I've told you about the adapter that goes on here and then the probe rod that goes out. But I told him, I said, Darren, look, I love everything you've got. But, man, I want something that I can hold in my hand, plug my microphone or my headphones in, and go around and touch stuff. And we had this conversation last Monday. And that's why I'm saying, y'all, Darren over at Leaktronics is phenomenal. This is one of the people I've met in this business that understands this business, not just from a plumber's point of view, not just from a pool company's point of view, but he understands leak detection. He understands what water does. He understands how it works. So it's really, really cool to talk to him and work with him. But what he does, or what he's done, he has designed one of these, and he's going to send me a prototype. But it's like this. It's got the probe on it, and I think he went about an 18-inch probe, which, if you think about it, is wonderful because you stick it right up under a lavatory faucet, kitchen faucet, in a valve box, anything like that, and 18 inches is perfect. But there's nothing else. You can plug your headphones in if you want wired. He put Bluetooth in it, so you can do Bluetooth. He's got a button on it so that when, one of the big things about leak detection equipment is I see Chris jumped in here. Construction Cronies, good to see you, brother. One of the cool things or bad things about leak detection equipment is this is loud. And when you've got these headphones on and you reach in, you go to touch something and it moves around or it slips off a stop and hits the wall, and it is really, really loud. So what he's done, and I like it because on his LT1000, he's got a switch where you can mute it. You mute it, you stick it in, you're on the switch, you turn it on, you turn it off. The cool thing is that this new probe that he's doing, man, I talked to him about it Monday, a week ago. So 1 week ago, I call him and I'm like, Darren, look, man, I love your product. I love what you're doing. And I love the fact that you've jumped in here and said, hey, look, I'm going to give you one of these to give away. It's not often people just give you $3,000 worth of plumbing equipment, say, here, give it away. So I've loved this. This has been cool talking to him and working with him. But I called him Monday, a week ago, and said, Darren, look, man, I love this. For the deck plate, it's amazing. But when I've got this around my neck and the rod, it gets awkward sometimes. He says, well, what do you think would be better? And I said, man, here's my deal. I want something that I can hold in my hand and reach up under there that, just has my headphones plugged into it, but I can reach up under there, touch the angle stop, press a button, and hear it. And he said, you know what? Let me see what I can do. He said, Roger, here's the problem with this. You've got phantom power. You've got this. Look here. I'm even putting my Cottonelle wipes here today. It's been a good week, man. So I talked to him Monday, and he says, you know what, Roger, let me look around here and see what I got. Let me play with this. I think I can do something. And I kid you not, he calls me Wednesday, and he says, look, I think I've got it put together. He says, but instead of having to plug your headphones in, I set it up Bluetooth. So literally, you've got a handheld apparatus. You touch an angle stop with it. You touch your headphones or you press a button on it, whatever it is, and you can hear, and you let go and it's gone. So my thing is, this guy's phenomenal. And I really do. I want y'all to show him some love because of what he's doing for us. Go over to his channel, Leaktronics. Go to his website. Send him a message. Say, hey, look, man, saw Roger talking about you last night. This is neat stuff because I'm telling you, this is one of the best pieces of leak detection equipment I've ever seen. And I love the fact that he gave me a $3,000 kit to give away. So it is pretty cool. So I'm going to run through these questions again real quick. It is 5:25. We are going to wrap it up here pretty quick. And Ms. Carter says, hello, good to see you here, brother. Builds character, doing great, Paul. Pumped about the new vid. Man, you're out to it. Always doing great videos. And the fact that your videos are getting viewed and watched and seen, guys, jump over there and look at what Neil's doing, the Urban Explorer. Like I said, him, Paul, Construction Cronies, these are people you want to subscribe to and watch their channels. I know Chris is building a new studio, been watching things going over there. Man, there's so many neat people in here and wonderful things they're doing. So it is great. David Press is one of the foremen at Volcano Bay working for CES. It's great to be a plumber. I love being a plumber. People laugh at me because I tell them, look, this is one of the coolest jobs I could ever imagine doing, but I've studied it. I learned it. I got good at it, and I've never stopped studying, guys. I mean, still, I'm studying equipment and tools and electronics and what can we do to make it all better. So, man, I'm not giving up yet. Construction Crony says, what's good? What's good, playa? Good to see you in here, brother. Let me see. Urban Explorer, the fam and I are great. Man, that is so good. Cameron Bartley says, yes, great week. Man, it is. I tell you what, this week has been fantastic. Like I said, 18 TV stations, radio stations nationwide. That part was pretty cool. Getting to talk about Cottonelle flushable wipes. And guys, look, and I even told them when they first called, I said, guys, look, I've got videos about you do not flush wipes. They said, we understand that, but these really are flushable. I said, well, what kind of tests have y'all done? And after they told me, I did my own tests. And I got to tell you, they're flushable. Those things fall apart. I like it. Zeus Olson says, I'm a kid and I like plumbing. Well, Zeus, tell me this. Have you watched any of my videos? Have you learned anything? And do you like plumbing any more, any less? Just curious. Cameron Bartley says, pretty sweet. Glad I was able to make your live today. Brother, I am glad you're here. We have a lot of fun. Have you used Cerwin brand? No, I have not. I've heard of Cerwin brand. Never used it, but I've heard things about it. Amos, dude, we're all good here. Good. Got word going back to work in a week. That is fantastic. You better hurry up and get that studio done in, man. You got work to do. I love it. So, guys, here's the deal. We're going to finish it up. If you have not subscribed to Construction Cronies, Paul Peck, Urban Explorer, man, go. I like that, Stan. Hey, brother, you got to check it out. You got to check it out. You know, I love the fact that Leaktronics gave me $3,000 plumber kit to give away. So, man, I just do. I want to ask y'all, please go over to the Leaktronics YouTube channel, subscribe to that. You'll learn a lot of great things on their YouTube channel. He makes good videos. He knows what he's talking about. Chris, I can't wait to see your studio when you're done. And you know, that's another one. You know, don't just go subscribe to these people's channels. Watch the videos they're doing. I have people tell me all the time, Roger, look, I want to do videos like you. Don't just watch me. Watch these guys. See what they're doing. There's a lot of great people in here doing a lot of great things, and it is fantastic. But, man, I appreciate that. Cameron says he's checking out the channel right now. You know, but don't leave my channel. You know, you guys stay here. I'm joking. Do me a favor, though. Go check out Leaktronics. See what he's doing. He's a great guy. Darren's phenomenal, doing some wonderful things. And go to the website, check it out. Send him a message. Say, hey, man, look, just want to let you know, saw Roger talking about you on YouTube, and your product looks great. Whatever you think about it. Because I'm telling you, this is some of the best leak detection equipment I've ever used. And the fact that he's working with me to make a piece or a tool, especially the way I want it and need it, and I think it'll help plumbers straight across the board, this is a cool thing, and he's a neat guy. So, man, check out Paul Peck. Check out the Urban Explorer. Check out Construction Cronies. Because I tell you, Chris, Neil, Paul, they're great people. I want to say thanks to all of them. Thanks to Will Rosebrock. Man, it was great having you in here, jumping in here and doing the link, getting everything ready for me today. Guys, if y'all can't tell, we've gone to vMix. It's completely different. Don't know if y'all can tell in the videos, but it's a neat system for me. I've got a Stream Deck here that I can work with to kind of jump from different things. So it's pretty cool. Cameron Bartley says, I'm 29, got license, investing in leak detection equipment. Latest goal set for your business. Good for you. So, you know, man, there's a lot of good stuff going on. A lot of great people in here. And I'm going to try to go down and find a link real quick if I can. The neat thing is, man, I got some great people in here. I love what everybody's doing. I love that, man, some amazing people are coming in here, and that's pretty cool. So go check out Gleam.io. It'll tell you what all you're going to have to do to win the $3,000 plumber kit. Check out what Leaktronics is talking about. Check out their website. See what they've got going on. And I know we talked about it earlier. If you're new to this and you want to learn how to network, how to do things, how to grow your business, look, watch any one of us. We're all doing social media. We all do a lot of different things on social media. And, you know, Julie's got the channel. She was in here earlier. How to network. Man, you can get in there and learn how to do things like that. So, guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. I will see you all back here next week. If you are bored at 10 o'clock tomorrow or Friday, jump on the LinkedIn. Check me out. I do LinkedIn Live at 10 o'clock on Tuesday and Friday. So thank you all for being here. Paul Peck again, brother. I really appreciate it. And I see Paul just jumped up there and put the link in again. So, man, thank you very much. Guys, that'll tell you what to do over on, maybe I can see it. There you go. It'll tell you what to do over on Gleam.io. That way you can get in and win. So, man, I really do appreciate it. Yeah, Paul, you'd put it in there. I appreciate that. Yeah. Guys, it's been fun. Like I said, come see me tomorrow. Come see me Friday. Y'all stay safe, stay well, and stay away from the Corona V. I don't care how many limes you have. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the expert plumber. I'll see you in the next video if you don't get flushed.